Ladies, let me ask you something. How many times have you opened your closet, looked at a cardigan, and wondered, is this making me look outdated? If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. I've been there too, but here's the truth. A cardigan is not just a sweater you throw on when the air feels chilly. For women over 60, a cardigan can be a secret weapon, a piece that blends elegance, comfort, and authenticity. It's not about chasing youth or trends. It's about embracing style in a way that honors who you are today. And the beautiful part is, cardigans can actually help you look fresher, more polished, and timelessly chic when you know how to wear them. In this video, I'll walk you through the key ways to style cardigans after 60 without ever feeling outdated. Along the way, we'll talk about fabrics, proportions, necklines, colors, styling tricks, and those tiny details that make a big difference. And more importantly, we'll connect fashion to the deeper story of how we present ourselves in this stage of life, with grace, confidence, and wisdom. So, before we dive in, I'd love to hear from you. Do you already have a cardigan that makes you feel absolutely fabulous? Share it in the comments because your journey inspires others here too. One, fabric, the foundation of confidence. Fabric is the first conversation your cardigan has with the world. Before anyone notices the color or the shape, they notice how it falls, how it moves, and how it carries you. A stiff or scratchy knit adds weight you never asked for. It makes every gesture feel harder, every step less certain. The wrong fabric doesn't just sit on the body, it drags on the spirit. That is why fabric matters more after 60 than it ever did before. Skin grows more sensitive, posture seeks more freedom, and comfort is no longer a luxury but a necessity. Fabrics like cotton blends, soft wools, and cashmere breathe with you. They shift gracefully, they flatter without clinging, and they bring warmth without heaviness. Modern fashion also offers sustainable choices: organic cotton, bamboo fibers, recycled wool. These are not passing trends, they reflect a deeper awareness. A cardigan made from these fabrics is more than clothing. It is a quiet statement of quality, of care for yourself, and of responsibility to the world around you. Fabric, in the end, is respect. Respect for the skin that has carried you through decades, respect for the body that has lived fully, and respect for the presence you bring into a room. A cardigan in the right material does more than cover you. It affirms you. Two, proportion and length. Harmonizing the silhouette, proportion is what gives a cardigan its power. The wrong length can weigh the body down, making the figure look shorter or older than it truly is. The right length, on the other hand, brings balance, creates flow, and frames the silhouette with quiet confidence. Mid-length designs that skim just below the hip are reliable choices. They create a natural line without cutting the body in half. Long-line cardigans that extend to the thigh offer another advantage. They add structure while keeping the figure elongated. Both styles move with grace, neither overwhelming nor disappearing, but supporting the body like a gentle outline. These proportions work best when paired with clean, simple lines underneath. Slim trousers, a midi skirt, or even a tailored dress allow the cardigan to do its work without distraction. The goal is not to cover or disguise, but to harmonize. The right length doesn't hide you, it highlights your balance. Proportion, after all, is a reflection of life itself. With the passing of years comes the wisdom of balance, knowing what to let go of, what to hold on to, and where to create space. A cardigan that fits the body in harmony becomes more than clothing. It becomes a quiet lesson in grace. 3. Necklines, subtle but powerful details. The neckline of a cardigan is often overlooked, yet it has the power to transform the entire impression. A V-neck, in particular, creates a gentle vertical line that elongates the neck and softens the upper body. For women over 60, this detail can add lightness and a sense of openness, drawing the eye downward in a way that feels modern and fresh. Keeping the neckline simple allows elegance to speak without effort. A delicate chain, a scarf draped loosely, or even nothing at all can complete the look without overwhelming it. When the fabric and shape do the work, accessories only need to whisper. This balance prevents the outfit from appearing forced, letting the wearer radiate with natural ease. The power of a neckline lies in its suggestion. It guides attention, frames the face, and offers space for expression. A closed, high neckline can sometimes feel heavy, but an open V-neck suggests movement, softness, and approachability. In many ways, the neckline is like an opening of the heart. It does not shout for attention, yet it changes the entire tone of presence. Choosing the right cut is not about decoration, but about allowing who you are to shine without barrier. 4. Colors creating your signature. Color is the first impression that lingers in memory. For cardigans, neutrals such as cream, navy, camel, and soft gray are timeless allies. They pair easily with other pieces, adapt from day to evening, and never compete for attention. These shades serve as the canvas on which elegance quietly rests. Yet one well-chosen color can also become a personal signature. Burgundy, olive, or muted pastels bring depth without shouting. They echo the tones of the skin, the warmth of the eyes, or the softness of hair that has changed with time. When chosen with care, a single shade can make the face glow brighter, shifting attention from the garment to the person. The purpose of color at this stage of life is not to chase trends, but to reflect identity. After 60, boldness no longer means neon or prints that demand notice. Boldness means confidence in selecting hues that feel true. The right color doesn't overwhelm, it harmonizes. Color is memory, emotion, and personality woven into fabric. A cardigan in the right shade does more than flatter. It tells the world that style is not about blending in or standing apart. It is about being unmistakably yourself. 5. Styling, the cardigan as a connector. A cardigan is never a solitary piece. Its beauty lies in the way it connects different elements of a wardrobe, pulling them into harmony. Worn over a crisp blouse and slim trousers, it speaks of effortless polish. Layered above a dress with a gentle belt at the waist, it shifts into something feminine and graceful. Even paired with sneakers and simple pants, it can elevate casual moments into quiet sophistication. This adaptability is what makes the cardigan invaluable after 60. It does not demand a complete reinvention of style. Instead, it works with what is already there. By slipping easily between formal and informal, it becomes a bridge between the comfort we desire and the elegance we still want to claim. Styling is not about adding more, but about choosing with intention. Clean lines, balanced proportions, and subtle accessories allow the cardigan to fulfill its role as a connector. Too much embellishment weighs it down, while simplicity gives it freedom to shine. In many ways, styling a cardigan is a reminder that beauty often lies in integration. Just as experiences, relationships, and lessons over the years connect to form a life story, the cardigan ties together different pieces into one cohesive expression. It is not the centerpiece, but the thread that completes the whole. 6. Details, quiet statements of elegance. It is often the smallest touches that decide whether a look feels outdated or timeless. Buttons, belts, or the way sleeves are worn can shift a simple cardigan into something refined. Polished buttons add quiet sophistication. A tie belt defines the waist without clinging. Pushing the sleeves up transforms the mood from reserved to confident. These adjustments may appear minor, but they speak volumes. They suggest a woman who knows who she is, who understands that elegance is not about excess, but about intention. Details are not decoration, they are declarations. After 60, fashion is no longer about hiding or competing. It is about presenting a presence that is both authentic and assured. Every choice, from the fastening of a button to the roll of a cuff, becomes part of that declaration. A cardigan, in its simplicity, is the perfect canvas. It does not shout for attention, but it allows every thoughtful detail to express personality. In the quiet language of style, details are where confidence finds its voice. A close friend once came to a family brunch in a cardigan chosen with care. The fabric was soft, the length balanced her figure, the neckline opened gracefully, the shade lit up her skin, styled simply with trousers and finished with the smallest details. Nothing about it was loud, yet everything about it felt complete. Her granddaughter noticed, leaned closer, and whispered with awe, "Grandma, you look so graceful, like someone from a magazine." That moment captured what style after 60 is truly about. It wasn't the cardigan alone, but the way it framed her presence, her confidence, and her dignity. Watching her, it became clear. Fashion at this stage of life is not about chasing youth, but about aging with grace and letting every choice reflect the beauty of experience. Cardigans after 60 are not outdated. They are timeless companions that adapt to every stage of life when chosen with care. Fabric, proportion, neckline, color, styling, and the smallest details each plays a part, but together they create something greater than fashion. They create presence. For women in this season of life, style is not about chasing trends or hiding from change. It is about writing the next chapter with dignity, confidence, and authenticity. A cardigan becomes more than clothing. It becomes a reminder that beauty does not fade with age, it deepens. So, I invite you to look into your own wardrobe this week. Choose one cardigan and style it differently with intention. Notice how it makes you feel and notice how others respond. Then share your story, because every voice in this community encourages another woman to embrace herself with grace. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like this video so more women can find it, and subscribe to Healthy Aging Grace for weekly inspiration on timeless style and confident living. Together, we celebrate the truth. Style has no expiration date, and grace only grows with time.